Hey YouTube, happy Friday. Yep, Arturo Fuente, you caught me. Usually a Fuente or Padron, you can almost set your clock or your watch to it. This is an 858 Sun Grown. I haven't had one of these before. I love the 858s. First cigar I ever smoked. Um, that's a funny story. Maybe I'll tell a video on that one time. But it's in the Navy, and there was probably my good friend Brian and my good friend Mike and a couple other guys, all in this little one-bedroom apartment that we hung out in. Man, that was everybody had a cigar going. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. That was crazy, crazy times. That apartment stunk for a week, at least. Although I love the smell of cigars, Mrs. Buckeye hates them with a passion. But I love the smell of cigars. Very good stuff. So Friday, hopefully you're well. Hoodie on. It is cold out here. 50, I think it's 59, but the wind is just kicking it up, so it feels like low 50s. And I guess I got spoiled. Usually low 50s, I'm in shorts and a hoodie, and man, I'm freezing today. Don't know what's up. I think I'm tired. So that's kind of the gist of this video is uh, essential employee, essential personnel that it's finally caught up to. And not finally caught up to and the dogs are having fun. Not finally caught up to in the fact that of coronavirus or sick. I'm not even close. But just running and mental stress and taking care of people and making sure people have what they need. And man, I didn't realize how tired I really was. I was just going on coffee. I was drinking way too much coffee. My boss sent a few of us home today. So you guys have been going way too hard. I need you next week. And go home. Go home now. Don't argue with me. Go home now. All right. Got home. Fell asleep in the chair for a few hours. And I'm still tired. Dang, I didn't realize how tired I was. So for anybody out there that's working still and getting it in, man, hang in there. Rest when you can. This is going to be a weekend of rest, without question. Not like the last few weekends hadn't been weekends of rest, but this one maybe more so than any of them. Much needed. So this 858 Sun Grown is kind of a twist on, usually they put out the natural and the Maduro, which I enjoy both of them. This one's a little bit of a twist on those and harder to find sometimes and more expensive, and I don't know. I mean, it's good, but I don't know about all that. But it's kind of a nice cedary. It's a little more peppery than the natural, I think, and just I don't know. It tastes good, but I don't know if all the hubbub's really worth it. It's Friday, so the Macallan 12. It's my favorite. So I had to have a few drams of that. Maybe asleep by 7 o'clock tonight. That'd be all right. Hanging out with Bo. He's sitting over here, chilling out. So anyhow, not much going on. We've just been busy, and it's not slowing down. It's not slowing down as far as the stress and everything going on. Work's slowing down a little bit because we're now hitting that point where it's harder to get stuff in. So the stores are still ordering it, but we don't have it in, and a lot of you can probably see that when you shop in your stores that certain items they're just not available right now. You cannot find hand sanitizer and cleaning wipes. You can't find them. We can't get them as a wholesaler. We can't get them in to sell them to the stores. It's like it's harder to find than gold right now. It truly, I know it's silly to say that, it truly is, man. I'm telling you, it's hard to find. Some of the soaps are getting hard to find. Any of the Lysols, anything with disinfecting properties in it, are getting hard to find. So somebody's got a shed out there, hoarded it up, I know, but keep your eye open. You know, I'm sure as it comes available, some of the retailers will get it out there. Even water's getting more difficult to get in, and that's an easy. Water unloads are easy. They're palletized, straight pallet pull. About the easiest unload you could ever unload. Takes you about 30 minutes, if that. 30 minutes on a slow day to get one of those done. Remember back in my Walmart days in receiving, we used to fight over those things, man. Them water pallet pulls were gold. We'd unload it. Shoot, man, we'd unload it. I got Boba hair all over me. We'd unload the dock full. What used to get me irate is when the shift before me would unload a whole dock full of it and not haul it or put it away. And there you start your day. You can't unload. As my friend Jack would say, can't even squeeze a daggone cigarette paper in on this dock. It's so packed full right now. And he was right. A lot of times people would do that. Hey, we unloaded 80 trailers last night. Well, yeah, 30 of them are still sitting on the dock. Appreciate you for that. Way to unload it and do the easy stuff and leave all the hauling and putting away for the next group, which is the meat of the work. But anyhow, wow. Almost lost the flame on that. This has a good kind of a cedary, chocolatey hay kind of deal going on. As Mrs. Buckeye says, unicorn tears and rainbow farts and all that good kind of stuff when she watches reviews and gets a chuckle out of those. I don't taste unicorn tears, but I guess some people do. Anyhow, hopefully you're well. Just want to check in and say, hey, be safe out there. It's still a crazy world. Went over and the other day was able to pick up a few things I ordered for school from the Best Buy. Pretty interesting how they funneled you in. You're not even allowed in the store, and that's most places. Just funnel you around the parking lot. Hey, what's your name? What do you got? They run in and grab it, put it right in your car. A guy could get used to that, let me tell you. I could really get used to that. And I lost it. I know a lot of my family likes that grocery pickup, buy your own, and they'll just come out and put it in your car. I don't know about that one yet. I love the concept, but I just don't know if I'm ready for somebody to pick out my fruits and vegetables and trust them enough to, because no matter how good the store is, there's always some rank fruits and vegetables. I'm picky about my bananas, and I want things a certain way. I don't want a bunch of nasty. I'm just fearful. Maybe now that everybody's doing grocery pickup, it might not be as bad. But my fear was always, hey, it's the grocery pickup dude. That spotted fruit, and the squishy bananas and all that. Just give it to them. Throw it in their trunk. They won't know till they get home. Then they'll be pissed, but they'll get over it. Now that everybody's doing it, though, maybe there are no squishy fruits. Who knows? Anyhow, folks, happy Friday. Get your rest. As me and Mrs. Buck, I said, we're glad to still be working because staying, I know for some of y'all that are quarantined and not being able to get out, that's just rough, man. At least I can get out and see the sun and see different people and interact, keep a good social distance. But to be in the house for 2 or 3 weeks now, I imagine some of you are going pretty stir crazy. And hang in there, man. Hang in there. My heart goes out to you too. I'd almost prefer to be essential than stuck at home, candidly, just because the different stimulations and everything that you get to see and do and interact. Man, human interaction's important. Even though I'm the guy that always says I could be a hobbit, leave me alone, let me go live in the woods, and I'll come down once a month for supplies. I always said that, but I don't know if I could do that. Truth be told, I don't know if I could. I'd give it a hell of a shot, though. But be well, folks. Enjoy it. Get outside when you can. That air's good for you. It's really good for you. Take care. Have a good weekend. We'll catch you next time.